Hello, housemates, and welcome back to Planescape Torment. We are going to find the endless decanter of water so we can have all the fresh water we could ever want. I mean, I guess that sounds like a good thing. Everyone seems to be making a pretty big deal out of it. We need it for our own purposes. So we gotta go back in here, and we go through here. Ow. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of ghouls. There's not really any value in talking to anyone down here. I need to organize my inventory a bit so that I can actually do stuff. Pick up stuff, I mean. Got to keep those intestines around. There's a decent amount of looting to be done down here. So you can also get into the Warrens of Thought from here.
I'm gone.
So there's just a bunch of combat and loot down here, basically. There's no sort of storyline stuff, except for getting that the Decanter of Endless Water, which it's not required that you get it, but you cannot get Ignis in your party, the dude with the burning herbs, without the Decanter of Endless Water. We won't be able to use it immediately for that purpose. We'll have to wait a little while, so we have to find the activation word. But there's a decent amount of XP to be had down here from killing these Trocadoros.
I'm gone.
And there's also Vargoyles down here.
Done.
Uh-oh. Ghouls have some indigestion problems, it looks like. Just randomly dying. I don't care.
Done.
Alright, here's a spike chest.
Locked. Failed.
Everyone.
Failed. Locked.
Attack the chest.
Failed.
God.
I shall certainly cannot force this.
Okay. Morde, bite it.
Failed.
Damn it.
Done. All right.
Fine. Don't do it. See if I care. You can see here's a bunch of Vargoyles being gross. They're not worth, terribly great XP. They're worth 200 apiece, and you always fight like 8 of them, but still. Not really worth it, I guess. But they're around, and if you don't kill them, they'll annoy the hell out of you. Trocopotaka. Ow. They will kill the Trocopotakas and steal your XP from you. Keep that in mind. Okay. More intestines. Why are there random intestines in this box? That's a bit odd. Alright, I should heal.
Gone.
And we should attack the Trocapotakas. They're tough, but they're not really worth wasting spells on.
dead.
folly.
They don't drop anything in the way of loot. I believe the... Wait, what is this? I think this is, it's a crypt that you have to go to on your own. I think that's what that is. We're not going to do that right now.
I'm gone.
You'll be told to go back there at a later
gone.
point anyway. You can go ahead and get out of the way if you feel
All
like
right.
it, but I don't want to do that quite yet. I'm going to
I'm
bungle
gone.
right up into your trap. I don't give a shit, ghouls. Also, if you let the ghouls kill the Vargoyles, you don't get the XP. Come on.
Done.
Ghouls are terrible at everything,
Done.
except being gross. Really good at that.
All right.
Come on. Pathfind. Alright, so here's where we want to be.
Done.
Find the decanter down here. There's about 8 quadrillion Vargoyles that we're going to see in a minute. So, time to do some exterminating.
Damn.
You know, like, any masked enemy is dangerous because they just get a lot of attacks and eventually you're going to be critically hit. It's just the way it's going to work. And no matter what hits you critically, unless you're just like, you know, head and shoulders above the power level, it will do something. Alright, so the decanter ventless water is right there. It's not on the body. It's kind of what you might expect. So if you weren't looking for that little pile of loot, you might not find the decanter. But here it is. And a skull with it. Alright, we have room to pick it up. Pick it up.
Done.
So, what we can do with that now is just give a drop of water to Glyve on the stone face on the wall.
All right. Done. All right.
There's more Draka-Patakas. 3 of them at once is pretty rough. So maybe I will bother with some spells. Just to soften that one up. Apparently also make him run away. Yeah, you can see they'll do a lot of damage if they hit you. You gotta be wary. Let those other things down there fight it out. They killed that Draka-Pataka. There's something to loot around here. This is just a room with enemies in it. Aha, here we go. What are you? 371 coppers.
All right. All
I
right.
feel like bronze sphere is down here too. Alright, I think it's right there.
I'm gone.
Yep, no, that's an abyssal pipe. I mean, you don't know that, but that's what it is. I think I've missed something down here. Sealed passageway. I missed a corpse. Maybe I have to be able to get into that box. Here's something. Garbage. Just probably drop that diary.
trust the kid. I say we leave him behind.
No one asked you. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that the bronze sphere is down here.
All right.
Did I pick it up already? Nope. Okay.
I'm gone.
So it could be in this chest that I can't seem to get
All
over.
right. I'm
Hey.
gone. Locked. Failed.
I cannot force this.
Locked.
I
Failed.
cannot force this.
Why are none of you strong enough to bust open this thing?
Failed.
God damn it.
Good as done.
Do it.
Failed.
Failed. I'm gone.
Is there a switch? Something around here? Key.
All right.
I don't think I've ever had trouble opening it before. Well, yeah, we may have to come back here later to deal with it.
Locked.
More
Failed.
locked chests. Oh, come on.
Done.
I should have...
Done.
I think I have an unlock spell. I just need to memorize it.
Locked. Failed.
Come on, Dakon. You just got
Your path
super
is
upgraded.
mine. I cannot
You got a
force
fucking
this.
sword that can, like,
I'm
bend
gone.
to your will and you can't open the damn box. That is totally lame. Fine.
Done.
Have I been everywhere?
All right.
Did I loot this corpse? Nope, I didn't. Here's the bronze sphere. It was down here. Alright, so that is what we came down
gone.
here to get for Farad. So we can
Alright.
go back up to the buried village and complete that quest. And that'll move the storyline a little bit forward, and then we can come back down here and do some more of this stuff.
Done.
So let's head on back up to the buried village. We've also got the decanter of water. We can give Glyve a bit of a drink,
I'm gone.
break his curse, the curse of sewage, which is a pretty terrible curse. Okay, face in stone, where you at?
All right.
Got something for you.
All right.
Have you found the flask of which I spoke? Yes. A note of eagerness creeps into Glyve's dead voice. You have it. Pour some of its water across my lips, and I shall tell you what I promised to tell you. Here you go. The clear water from the flask trickles across the stone lips, diluting the filthy flow that spews from the holes. Gross. As you watch, the ditch's water slowly dissipates entirely, and the dirty taint of it replaced by clear, fresh water. Glyve groans in ecstasy. After a moment he says, "Do you wish your answer now or later?" "Give it to me now." "Seek out the woman called Nemel. She resides in the clerk's ward in Upper Sigil. I know not where exactly. Best of luck in your quest, immortal." The voice seems to fade as it speaks to you. "Thanks, Glyve. Farewell."
Updated my journal.
If you try and talk to him again, he's
I'm
just not
gone.
there anymore. He's dissipated.
Done.
Gone away. Deceased. He is no more. Alright, so
I'm
let's
gone.
head back up to the buried village.
All right.
Talk to Bar. Top of the morning, lads.
Done.
Bar, of course, is ashamed that we almost broke his arm, so doesn't look us in the eyes. Alright, here it is. Who here? I got your dagger. Find me knife, perchance? Yes, I have. Here it is. Uhir takes the knife and holds it lovingly. Ah, you're back, me lucky knife. Thanks, Cutter. And you! He lectures his knife, shaking it. Don't you go running off again. He slides the blade into his sheath with a smile.
Updated my journal.
Alright, whatever, weirdo. Alright, so let's go back to Farad. Let's... wait, what's his name? How am I doing his voice? I can't remember. Ah, corpse. Farad turns as you approach, his crutch clacking on the cobbles of the court. He licks his lips and smiles expectantly. Have you brought me what I asked for? I had some questions first. Then ask. Farad smacks his crutch on the cobbles if passing sentence. Come, come, corpse. Time's short, and so's my patience. I heard you found a wealth of bodies, Farad. Where did they come from? Does a mage tell the secrets of his craft? So it is with the collector. Farad frowns, studying you. Perhaps I will tell you, but you must promise that it is for your ears only. Are you comparing yourself to a mage, Farad? I think you're insulting the craft. So, to get that, you have to have sufficient charisma, which is why I cast friends on myself. Otherwise, you have to bother making a vow or lying. This way you can just, prod him, goad him into telling you. Farad flushes, and he taps his crutch against the ground. Collecting is as much a skill as any petty mageling can hold a copper to. Farad, finding a bunch of dead bodies and selling them can hardly compare to the study of magic. Was it not skill that found this place? Farad's voice rises to a bellow and his fingers tighten around his crutch. It took sense to find this place, it did, and it took sense to make the most of it. The buried village? Come on. What's the secret of that?
Updated my journal.
Very well. Farad taps the flagstones with his crutch and sneers. This village is not all that lies buried beneath Ragpicker Square. Go on. Chambers, vaults, corridors. Farad gives the faintest of smiles, and his eyes gleam like gold. Places black as pitch, filled with weeping stones and the precious dead, all asleep in their coffins. Sleeping. Where do all these dead come from? Farad affixes you with a lopsided stare. Corpse, corpse, everything dies. Life is so short, but death lasts for so very long, very long. Many people, many deaths. His stare travels past you. Such a waste for their deaths to be useless in a Dusty's arms, eh? What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
Farad smiles greedily. Not all the dead that go to the mortuary gate is fed to the furnace corpses. The Dusties bury some of the dead in the city's bowels, under the village. So near, so close is such a place. I would have been a fool not to see the opportunities. So you rob the catacombs of the dead the dustmen placed there and sell them back to the dustmen, and they bury them again? Farad nods, then chuckles lightly. The sound is like shifting sand. These catacombs are as deep as a Dusty's pockets. And as deep as the greed of a man. Oh yes, Farad sneers, and the greed of a man is something that shall always be counted upon when naught else is left, eh? Very clever, Farad. I have some other questions. Then ask. Alright, blah, blah, blah. Alright, we're just gonna... So we got that from him, and now let's give him the sphere. The bronze sphere? Here it is. Farad's eyes gleam as you hand him the bronze sphere. He touches it gingerly, almost reverently. You, he chuckles. Ah, corpse, such a gamble you were, and paid off handsomely you have. Farad studies his reflection in the sphere and tisks. The years have been cruel to me, I see. What, you don't have a mirror down here amongst all this junk? I did what you asked, Pharid. Now, I want some answers. Pharid doesn't even look at you as you speak. His attention is swallowed by the sphere he holds. Yes, yes, ask your questions. Pharid turns to the sphere in his hand. Very important, your questions. Don't smart off to me, old man. What do you know about me? Why was I told to seek you? Pharid studies you with a critical eye. Stay your weapons for what I'm about to say, corpse, for it could be your ears will take offense. Pharid smiles wickedly. My ears no longer care, but yours are still fresh for the burning, it seems. You have my word that I'll stay my hand, Pharid, but I need to know what you know. The truth. Pharid's tone softens as if cajoling. The truth was stretched a bit from my mind to my tongue when we first spoke, corpse. In all terrible honesty, I know little about you. He raises a withered finger. Yet, hear me out. Pharid, this better be worth hearing. You're a cutter who plays at being dead, as I see. Pharid squints at you. Some time ago you came to me, like you are now, but not. Just strolled right into Illwind Court and said you wanted an audience with me. An audience with you. Aye, an audience. Pharid chuckles, like whispering sand. Like I was royalty. He seems amused, but there's an edge in his voice. You knew the right things to say, you did. Oh yes, you spoke the chant like a governor, born and true, and I listened. But you were royalty, at least a man of position once, were you not? Once, Pharid hisses. Once. Titles, only words, nothing in the end. He lapses into silence, then tisks. Knew that too. My history. I think you did. What did I want from you? Pharid gives a mock bow, his crutch creaking as he leans against it. Oh, Pharid, great collector king, you says. I have come before you to request a boon. A boon? I says. What could I offer a man of such obvious strength? Go on. Pharid wags his crooked finger. And you asked for a strange thing. You says, Lord Pharid, I ask for courtesy. Your collectors roam throughout the hive. If they should find my body, I want it kept safe. That is all I ask. Pharid shrugs. A simple boon. I see. Is that all you know? Before you can speak, you suddenly feel a prickling in your skull as Pharid speaks the word boon, and the smell of blood and fear rushes through your nostrils. Pharid is hiding something that happened in the past involving you, and it scares him. The boon he granted you was no simple matter. So, you granted my boon just like that. There's nothing to be gained from it for you? Why did you even agree to it? Pharid falls silent for a moment. A dead man can keep no promises, and promises to a dead man are easy enough to make, corpse. You're a merchant, Pharid, not a Samaritan. There must have been another reason. Aye. Pharid's face suddenly peels back in fury, his skin flushing red. After you'd strung up a score of my blood on the hive walls to die, I had enough reason to promise you the plains themselves. Then your butchering self comes to my home, my kip, to demand a boon of me. Pharid calms himself, though he is still flushed. I agreed. Truth, I'm sorry about your people, Pharid, for what it's worth. Pharid tisks. No matter, them bodies served me well enough. The Dusties pay for 'em, the same as fresh debtors is for old. What was the only reason you agreed? Was that the only reason you agreed to my request? You knew things about me, things only I knew. You knew I was greedy for something beneath Sigil, and you put a name and picture to it. The bronze sphere, you said. I didn't think you'd fetch it for me. Yet you did. Aye, the plains turn in strange ways. And that's all you know. All I know? Nay. But it's all I know about you, corpse. Fine. Next question. What did you take off my body after I died? I? Ferid licks his lips. Why, I took nothing, corpse. His face splits in a grin. Then, I wasn't the one who found your body. Who did? Ferid's smile widens, pulling the pasty folds of flesh back from his face like a curtain. My daughter, the rose of my eye, the sweetest of my family, and the sharpest wit of them all. He licks his dry lips and sighs in mock sadness. Such a cruel tongue on her. Your daughter? Who?
Updated my journal.
My darling girl, Anna. She found you, dead as a debtor can be, in a place where most collectors wouldn't go for a mountain of coppers. Could be she plucked something off of you. Could be not. He leans in, shaking his head. You'll have to ask her, for it's not her dad's place to say. Don't lie to me, Ferid. You're a merchant, and you always take a cut from your workers. What did Anna give you from my body? Ah, yes, my tribute. Ferid folds his withered hands over his crutch, almost protectively. There's no telling what was from you or not, corpse. Most like there was nothing. Let's see. Ferid, my patience is at an end. If you don't hand over what was stolen from me, I will see to it the dustmen know where to find you. Ferid is silent for a moment. He taps his fingers against his crutch slowly. Well? Where is the decency of a man gone? Ferid grumbles, shaking his head. A courtesy I am doing for you, corpse, such a courtesy. Ferid, parting with anything. It'd be the dead book for me if anyone heard. Wait here, move not a yard, and I shall return. I wonder where he's going.
Updated my journal.
After a long while, Ferid returns, his crutch clacking against the flagstones. In his hands, he holds a number of items, which he passes off to you. You will be silent on this and accept the blessing that I even remembered. A few hundred coppers, a scrap of paper, bandages, and a ring. Very well. Now, who was it that found me again?
I couldn't carry any more, so I had to
My
drop
darling girl, Anna. Anna? All right, I'll ask her. Where is she? Where's Anna? Ferid shrugs. She's hiding in the shadows here, I expect, listening to us trade the chant. I called for her after you went below. Had to ask her if you were really in the dead book when she found you or not. He then takes a deep breath and calls out to the darkness, Anna, stop mithering in those shadows and come to greet our guest. She's here. And surprise, surprise, we've already met this young lady.
Oh, what now?
You turn to see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armor. You didn't even hear her enter the chamber. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horned shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail. It's flicking back and forth as you watch. You're Anna. I met you in the hive, outside the mortuary, correct? The girl ignores you and turns to Ferid. What's this about, then? I'm not playing the leash pull with this scarred dog, so I'm not. Get one of your other gullies to do it. I'm doing the wrong accent, but whatever. Anna, rose of my eye, have I not taught you to respect the dead? A thin smile worms across Ferid's face, and he makes a slight bow towards you. This resourceful corpse needs to know where you found him. What are you on about? She squints at you. He's not a debtor. Ah, yes. My mistake. Ferid nods, then his voice drops dangerously. Yet, my darling Anna, that still makes it your mistake. For this one only had 1 foot in the dead book when you brought him to me. He taps his crutch against the flagstones with a light tap. He woke up, sought me out. Most embarrassing. So? Anna glances at you, then shrugs. He shouldn't be playing dead on the hive when I'm about, or he'll wake up in a Dusty's arms, he will. Maybe you could have checked to see if I was alive before dumping me off there. Oh, aye, and maybe ye should have been more careful. Maybe you wouldn't have been lying face down, stone still in the alley cobbles like a debtor, aye? Enough of this. Where did you find my body? Show him where you found his body, Anna. Ferret taps his crutch against again for emphasis. Take him to the haunted alley. Ferret studies Anna for a moment, then grins and turns to you. If you happen to lose my darling Anna along the way to the alley corpse, you can come back and see Ferret. I'll guide you.
Updated my journal.
Anna sneers at Ferret and then throws a glance at you. Come on then, and keep your steps quick, Jig. I have little time to waste on the likes of ye. Alright, very well, let's head there now. And here we are. Anna points at the door in front of you. Through there's where you want to be. Alright, let's head on in. Okay, so now we have her in our party. I left a bunch of garbage on the ground. I should have said let's explore around here first. We're gonna have to go back there. Anyhow, thanks for watching. We're gonna cut this episode off here. If you enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button, and if you want to see more, then subscribe to my channel. If you're not going to do any of those things, then I don't care what you do.